Okay. Now I think I might have fixed the setting problem. Let's see. We'll see. Mm. Maybe I will just talk crap about Fox News. That's fun. Um, Fauci. All right, shush, doggies. Shush. All right, we're trying again. So it's shush. A little irritated today. So let's see if we can get streaming of Fauci.
Coronavirus task force member Dr. Anthony Fauci is issuing this warning ahead of colder months.
What I would like to see is keeping the lid on it, keeping the baseline down until we get a vaccine. And I do believe we'll likely get a vaccine by the end of the year, the beginning of 2021. And I think that's going to be the thing that turns it around. I just think we need to hunker down and get through this fall and winter because it's not going to be easy.
Okay, so when he says hunker down, what do you think he means? I think he means take it seriously, wear a mask, physical distance, all the stuff that the Republicans have been poo-pooing and criticizing and undermining. This is kind of just a message to all the Trump cronies. Hunker down means kind of like just stay away from people. Sadly, this sucks, man. I know people who are having mental breakdowns. I know people who are super depressed. I've had people break down on me talking to me. So yeah, unfortunately, this is just the reality.
Dr. Kanta Ahmed is a pulmonologist at NYU Langone, and she joins us now to react. Doctor, welcome back to the show as always. Those are some statements that have caused a little bit of controversy by Dr. Fauci. Do you agree that we need to be hunkering down as we approach the flu season and the winter months?
Well, as physicians and as lung specialists, we are always prepared for the flu season. And I would say because of the pandemic, the silver lining is we've never been more prepared.
Okay. It's really kind of a problem when people don't answer direct questions. She asked you about hunkering down. So I know you're there with your fancy, what the hell kind of glasses are those? And probably millions of dollars in plastic surgery to get this oily look that you have. But please answer the question. Doesn't seem like you're going to.
Than we are now. We also know about the Southern Hemisphere that's going through the pandemic. They had record low levels of influenza and other respiratory viruses that affect children. Because we're wearing masks, cleaning our hands, and keeping distance, this is going to make a huge dent in flu numbers. But everybody watching should get ready and go and get their flu shot, as I will this week.
Yeah, I think people are concerned about what he means by hunker down, and they immediately get concerned about does this mean more shutdowns? Does this mean I'm going to be inside for the next few months? What does it exactly mean? So we'll stay tuned to see if he specifies what he meant by that. I want to ask you a question, though, because we had a few experts on earlier in the health industry that were talking about these UV lights that are coming out. They're called far UVC lights that are safe for human exposure. They kill viruses and bacteria on surfaces. They have entryways that you can walk through. Sounds really promising and exciting, but one thing that occurred to me is, are we over sanitizing ourselves? We know that with the immune system, the way that you build an immune system is that you have to be...
Okay. Yeah, this technology does look interesting. So you walk through there and I guess the lights, I mean, it's untested apparently. Trump suggested something about ultraviolet lights at one point, but those doesn't seem like he really knew what he was talking about. Had just heard like a little blurb, and You know, that's dangerous when people start just believing every little thing. So she's saying that because we're so isolated physically, our immune systems might be getting harmed. We're not getting exposed to new viruses, old viruses, things that ordinarily we would. So I think that's probably a valid point.
Exposed to things, even in small doses over time, to colds, to flus, and whatnot. So
Okay.
is there a risk here of
The point here is that this is part of a continued pattern by Fox of undermining the things that are proven to work. Physical distance, masks, just ordinary precautions, PPE. So no, this isn't the most egregious example, but it's another example.
over sanitizing our bodies?
So the answer about the far UVC light, that's an incredible technology that's been well tested. And if placed in a room at the appropriate height, it can kill 99.9% of all viruses within 25 minutes. And this should be pervasive. We've used this kind of UV light for a long time, and UVC does no harm to the body. It cannot even penetrate the dead cells on the surface of the skin. So I'm in favor of that, added to ventilation and all the other factors. I'm not sure I agree that we should think about our measures in the pandemic as over sanitizing. I disagree with that. We actually are learning that there are so many things we can mitigate an infection and still have a robust immune system. So
Okay. All right, that's reasonable. These are reasonable things. So this computer's a little clunky. Let's see what the geniuses on the 5 say. Oh, we got a 34-second clip from Judge Janine. She's gonna, well, how much? She's like the biggest propagandist for him. It's unbelievable. Kaylee, aw, isn't she cute? Ain't she cute? All right, I'm bored. So let's just go to Reddit cringe. That stuff's kind of fun. Oh, here's one.
Hi, from CBS, so I'll read the walk through what happened, okay? Well, Debbie, it happened here around this time last night here on Worsley Drive. Now we're at the entrance of Worsley Park right now, where there are 2 speed bumps. One you can see behind me. It was here that a 17-year-old girl.
What we have here is the girl just loses. She forgets her spot on her script, but you would think she would have had a better understanding.
The RNC says calls like this are not common. Now,
Whoops.
in the meantime, they are urging people to not. Thanks very much to Abby for that. And
That's pretty awkward. I guess I should transform out of my cookie form into human form. Okay, this is stupid. Let me get to something kind of political. This kid is just like real awkward. This is this one I don't think I've seen. Health Secretary Matt Hancock tells Sky News government is going to publish further decision on Portugal tomorrow. Haven't seen this.
he's good at trade.
Well, I'm doing everything in my power to prevent a second wave and protect people from coronavirus.
Well, Secretary, it's not my question. We've spent 8 minutes talking about that. I'm asking you about whether this is a fit and proper person to represent us as far as trade is concerned, given the views that he holds.
Well, look, I think the best.
Okay, boring. Let's go forward a little bit. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, Obama stuff. Obama stuff's sometimes interesting. Let's see. This clip has aged like fine spoiled milk. Okay.
By thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm sure he did some good things as well as a lot of bad things.
This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being.
Okay, whatever. I don't care. she's not in the entertainment industry. She wouldn't know how what a shithead he turned out to be. Whoops. I think I messed up.
So I want you guys to relax, shake it off, shake it off.
Okay, I do like it when comedians fail. This ought to be good.
I love animals. I would never buy any product that have been tested on animals. Never, because I like to do that myself at home. Make sure the control group is isolated. You don't know what they're doing in these labs. Very loose.
That's actually kind of funny. I'm surprised she didn't get a bigger laugh. But timing is everything.
Guidelines. This lady wants me. I can totally tell. I know I'm weird. I'm a weird dude. I used to always carry a man purse, a Merce. You ever carry one of those? A Merce. I loved it. I loved that Merce.
All right, whatever. Boring. Let's go. So it's a crappy comedy. Oh, she's crying because she bombed. Do I take pleasure in seeing other people's pain? Not really, but it is interesting. You can kind of learn from them.
I'm telling you, it was great. One, none of them understood you. They were all foreigners, so you got some laughs, right? That's your first time on stage as a guy. It's like you were new and you got laughs.
Okay, that's whatever. Okay, these are just stupid. I want something semi-political. That stuff kind of cracks me up. Political, cringe. She's dating her 19-year-old son. Okay, that's too much. Dating? Really? I don't think you're dating your son. Are you going to the movies? Did you give him your St. Christopher medal? Don't think so. All right. I don't know what to say other than gotta find a better video. And also I'm gonna change form because I'm bored. So let's go to human form. Actually, let's go to yeah, I'll go to human form. Monster form. Hello. I'm a monster. No, I'll be a monkey. It's better. Chimpanzee. This is what I'm about right now. All right. What do we have for news? Barr blocks alleged Trump victims lawsuit. Trump campaign scrambles to find new rally venues. What happens when you crack your knuckles? College students test positive for COVID. I got some better stuff here. Here we go. I do like this. These Republican voters against Trump. This stuff's pretty good. I don't know about this guy, but.
Greetings. My name is Charles, and I'm coming to you from the wonderful first state of Delaware. In the 2000 election, I was a registered Democrat. It was my first time I could vote, and I voted for Al Gore, and I was extremely disappointed that he lost due to the Florida debacle. Then 9/11 happened, and I started listening to conservative talk radio like Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, Michael Savage, reading Ann Coulter books, Laura Ingraham, watching Fox News 24/7. And I bought into the Republican platform, and more so the conservative Republican platform. So I changed my registration from Democrat to Republican, and from Bush's second term on, I voted straight Republican. On every ticket, on every ballot, voted against Obama twice. And then we come to the 2016 campaign and the primaries. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that Donald Trump can win these primaries. He was out there saying such awful, terrible, vile things about the other candidates that it was shocking. But somehow he won the primary. And then he was embraced by the Republican Party. This misogynistic, racist, lying con man who doesn't represent anything that the Republican Party stands for other than wealth has become the Republican Party candidate. And at that time, I knew the Republican Party was no longer for me. It's no longer the party of Abraham Lincoln. It's no longer the party of...
These are pretty good. All of these former Republic or conservatives, but a lot of them voted for Trump. Kind of boring though. Well, maybe we can look. Do I want to do any more politics, or am I just done with it? I think I'm kind of done for now. America needs Biden. Are these doofuses blinded? Let me go over to I'm going to change my thing. I'm tired of being a gorilla too, or a chimpanzee. I'm going to be some kind of monster. There we go. That's pretty monstrous. A little scary. Young business owners flipping from Trump to Biden. Coronavirus infections among young people rapidly increasing. You know what we should do is look at some just regular old news. That's always a good thing to know. Okay. Las Vegas is a ghost town, or even the strippers put up signs saying, "Sorry, we're clothed." Caroline Graham visits. You know what, computer? I don't need all these ads. So that's looking pretty pathetic. What else is happening? Hunt is on for shooter after at least one person is killed at Indiana Mall by a gunman in a clown mask covered in a ripped up U.S. flag. Okay, left wing, right wing, who knows? Everyone's gonna be speculating and creating fake accounts to nail it on either Democrats or Republicans. They're all crazy. Crowds cheer as statue of Confederate soldier is taken down near site of violent 2017 Charlottesville rally. Okay, I guess that's, I don't know who was it? Robert E. Lee. Ted Cruz demands DOJ launch a child porn probe into cuties. I think from what I heard, that was an anti-pedophilia movie. That's what I heard. I haven't seen it. Cops arrest 4 for arson, including man who live streamed fire he is accused of starting. So are these some Antifa type people? You know what? I'm sick of all these political extremists. They need to just go to hell. We all got problems, man. I don't need your right-wing shit or your left-wing shit. Grow the fuck up. Get a job. Somebody might say I was... Ooh, that's not good. You shouldn't say that if you're a professor. Somebody might say I was nigger rich. Pennsylvania professor is put on leave. After he was caught telling students it was fine to use the N-word in a pedagogical sense. I don't think I agree with that. Well, maybe among friends in a certain context, but no, probably not. I am your wife. Somebody died in a big Oregon fire. All of this is such bad news now. AOC Who is she? Boyfriend Riley Roberts. He's not good enough for her. Look at him. She's pretty great. I like AOC. Most of her. Why 48 is the age at which you are most miserable. Really? That was, yeah, okay. I don't think I'm too miserable. I'm around that age. 2 looming hurricanes. Great. Just what we need. More natural disasters. Vaping is bad for you. Duh. Who would? I mean, it's pretty obvious. What is going on here with this butt? Kim Kardashian's butt. That doesn't seem right. Does that look attractive to you? That doesn't really look attractive to me personally. It's a little bit kind of artificial. Children can spread COVID-19 to adults without showing symptoms. Duh, we've known that for a long time. We saw that in Israel, where else? Some other countries where they opened up right away. They had to shut down because of the schools. Melania and Donald Trump's marriage is transactional deal where he gets arm candy. Oh, duh, obviously. Really? You think they love each other? Donald Trump will visit California. Please go away. We don't want you here. Donald Trump says a big price must be paid after it merged 15 phones blind, blah, blah, accidentally. You know what? Big price to be paid is by you with all your lies and corruption. You're the one who ought to be paying the price. Really? I mean, pretty shocking how corrupt that dude is. He's trying to do 2 things at once. Trump slips 10 points behind Biden. Good. Trans, Satanist, anarchist wins Republican nomination. What? For New Hampshire County Sheriff after running unopposed. Okay. As a Republican. Wow. Yeah. Okay. And the anarchist shemale. Look, she has a logo. You know, I'm not for discriminating against transgender people. They should not be discriminated against. But I'm sorry that you're just not going to be accepted into society the way you think you ought to be. I just don't see it. Oh, what are your pronouns? And what are your pronouns today? Since we're in gender fluid land. Are you a he today or are you a she today? This is what those leftists want. Crazy. I guess I'm a bigot now. All right, what else? George Floyd's family claims cops involved in his death are trying to blame him after officers' lawyers argued he died from drug overdose. Okay, I think the drugs definitely played a factor in his death. He was on all kinds of crap. What's going on here? Something about Lesbos? Oh, maybe it's related to this story. Desperate migrants fight over water on Lesbos during another day of protests. So where are these migrants coming from? They look Middle Eastern, I guess, or that guy looks African. 39,000-year-old cave bear is discovered perfectly preserved and bearing its teeth. Wow, that's amazing. In Siberia, a scientist hailed discovery of world importance. That is amazing. That's, wow, 39,000. So that's prior. That may be like when that there was an ice patch there over those straits where those Asians first came across into the Americas. So this is around that time, Ice Age. How big is this guy? They lived from 300,000 to 150,000 years ago. Two finds were hailed. Young maskless revelers. Again, Pack, Washington Square Park. Okay, well, apparently we're never going to get over this pandemic. Which you were here. Toots died. Conor McGregor. Are we surprised? Not at all. He's kind of psycho. Okay, I guess that's it for now. At least I think I got this stupid stream to work. It wasn't great. I didn't really have any great commentary or anything, but at least I got it to work probably. And I got a cool little filter here where my head looks like it's on fire. I think that's dope. I suppose that's all I have to say. Goodbye.